I sort of invented it.
I think the reason that a student should choose Texas Tech is really simply that we provide more opportunities than other universities. We create programs that we send our students to, like the Tennessee Williams Festival. We bring 12 to 15 artists in places like the Wild Wind Performance Lab or during the year. We send students to conferences. We're the only university that I know that actually has a budget for student travel. We really fight for our students. I think we're student-centric.
Two of the most exciting things are the faculty and the students that are already here. I think the curriculum is in place and it's effective and wonderful, but the students who embrace that training, I think enjoy the hands-on work. They enjoy the research. They enjoy the process of learning and learning to teach. Pedagogy is a huge portion of our training here. Anything that you could possibly want to study, I think it's here and available to students. And we also look after our students post-graduation and help them with our own professional connections within the world, within the professional world, the industry, and academic institutions if they're really interested in focusing on teaching, or if they're interested in going out and becoming a professional actor and making that life, or director. It's all here. It runs the gamut. And I think that's what excites students the most. That's what I hear from them the most. And then in terms of our students, they are all, to me, really exciting young artists who want to learn.
I think that students are drawn to us, probably grad students primarily. I think size of the department is one. I think opportunities are another. It's a department where you have the chance to participate in a number of activities, whether it be on stage or backstage or front of house.
The student might want to come here to our program is because of the commitment that the School of Theater and Dance has to doing new works. And so certainly for playwriting students, it's a wonderful opportunity to be able to see their works on stage.
We're a Big 12 school, so we have 34,000 students, but the School of Theater and Dance is not a large one. So we're much more connected, I think, and we care about each other, and the students have a chance to actually deal with the professors, and and we have I think the ratio is like 1 to 10 teachers per student, and that's unusual for most schools or departments.
When I interviewed, I was so impressed with the students here, and still to this day I'm very impressed. They are on time, they are organized, they have a very strong work ethic, and the main reason is that they really want to work in the industry.
I would say what a graduate student needs to be successful at Texas Tech School of Theater and Dance is two things. One is versatility, and the other is indefatigability, if that's a word. They have to be people who want to do a lot of different things, who might on one project or one day direct, another day they've written a play that's being performed, another day they're a dramaturg or an assistant director, or they're working behind the scenes in some way. They have to have an enormous amount of curiosity about all aspects of the theater, and they have to be willing to throw themselves into the theater in many different ways. And the indefatigable part is that they have to sort of be able to keep a lot of balls in the air at the same time, right? So you might be acting in a play at the same time you're preparing to dramaturg a play.
Our faculty are professional artists. They are professional actors, directors, designers, and they're also world-class researchers and theorists.
And I love the challenge of working with graduate students who are really keen to know what's new and what's cutting edge out there, because at the end of their programs, they're going to become our colleagues. So when you're working with graduate students, you're not only teaching them the basics, teaching them the ropes, teaching them the things that we might say you have to know to be in the field of theater or theater scholarship. You're teaching them how to think for themselves, and perhaps even more than that, how to think of themselves as the people who will make the world of thinking and scholarship and ideas about theater for the generation that will come after them.
I think communication is really good between our graduate students and our faculty, and I think mentorship is absolutely important. So I don't know that you could have a better setup as a graduate student anywhere else.
So the idea in our program is that we have problems and issues within the arts that are so complex that they can't be dealt with adequately with one discipline. And so we seek to integrate from multiple artistic disciplines, whether it's art, music, theater, film, television, anything like that, integrating and coming together so that we can more effectively solve these problems and these issues.
Within the college, it's embodied in that PhD in fine arts. It's not in theater, it's in fine arts and visual art, or fine arts and music, or fine arts and theater. And within that, we try to get students outside of their cages, and they get to explore things that do not strictly fit the definition of maybe what it is they've done before, or even what they'll end up doing. But they have this extra ability. And within our department especially, we try to mirror that in almost every program.
I think that one of the things about academia, especially the higher up you move, is that you are asked to specialize more and more. And especially when you get to the doctoral level, I think students are asked to either work on their scholarship or pursue a more practical work. I think the great thing about Texas Tech is that even at the doctoral level, you can do both of those things. And I think that the really interesting outcome is that even though the received wisdom is that you're supposed to specialize, I think a lot of people get out of tech and get jobs quicker because they can do a lot of different things. And so I think the kind of student who wants to do both practice and scholarship is the type of student who's attracted to tech, and I think they're also the students who do the best here.
I think the School of Theater and Dance at Texas Tech University is a top program in this country. One clause of our mission statement states we cross boundaries, which I think is very unusual. So people who come into our program are expected to study scholarly and produce in their area and program of study, but also have the opportunity to cross boundaries.
The School of Theater and Dance is a fantastic place if you want to learn. If you want to be taught by some of the best, then you want to come to the School of Theater and Dance at Texas Tech University.
When you visit here, you will love it.